Hey, it's Greg Luther here with an outstanding quick little training for you here on Facebook Live. Now, I got to tell you, if you've been selling real estate for a while, we already know everybody we meet with is going to give us downward pressure on commission. What if I could show you a very simple approach so you never have to deal with that again? That's going to be our topic here today, and I want to share it with you. I want to get you making some money as a real estate agent. I don't care how many sellers you've met with, every single time, commission becomes a little contentious, right? So no matter how much value you build or that type of thing, we're going to cover that today, and I'm going to show you a very simple approach that will cause you to do much, much better from this point forward and never needing to give them a quote on commission that they're not happy with again. You're probably aware the agents that I coach all around the country, they charge some of the highest commissions around and they earn every single penny of it because they're a better quality choice. So that's going to be our topic here. Do me a favor. I think this is going to be beneficial not only for you, but for all of your real estate friends as well. So click the little button below the Facebook Live here that says, what the heck is the little button? What does it say there? It says start a watch party. Click that button because you're going to want to share this. So let me give you an example. No matter what you charge as a real estate agent, somebody will do it for less. If you'll do it at 6%, if you'll do it at 5%, frankly, if you'll do it at 4%, there are companies and agents out there that will charge less than you. So you're never going to win that game. And what happens is we spend 40 minutes or an hour or 2 hours or whatever it is building all of this value. And the whole time they're just thinking, all I care about, how much can you sell it for and what's your commission? So here you are talking about virtual tours and magazines and the whole time mentally, and I'm going to walk you through that process here as well because I hear about it a lot. You know, agents come to me because they're probably already doing well in their real estate business, but they're trying to do better. They want to start making more money, and we find these little holes in their business. What's the point and you generating leads and going out and getting that appointment if you're going to get beat on price or commission? So that's two of the big contentious things that we generally deal with. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Let's say the person selling their home, they've already met with 2 or 3 other agents, even if they met with 1 other agent, but let's say it's 2 or 3 other agents. And the Remax guy or the Keller Williams guy or whoever it is, whatever company it is, that guy said he'd do it at 5%. Okay, so let's just use that as an example. He'll do it at 5%. So while you're giving your entire presentation, we do virtual tours and we have digital photos and I have a staging company and I do all of this stuff. The whole time, mentally, if not physically, mentally, this is what they're doing. The whole time, they're doing this. I know that's going to be more than 5%. Oh, I know he's going to be more than... They do virtual tours. Oh my gosh, that's going to be more than 5%. Oh my gosh, they're doing magazine. That's going to be more than 5%. Looks like we're going to have to list with the other guy. Oh my gosh, look at all the stuff that's going to be more than 5%. I don't know. I don't want to keep waiting around here. I wonder how much he charges. Here's your answer. When it gets to that point and you've built all of your value and they ask the question, if they do have to get to the point that they ask the question, what do you charge? Here's your answer. Whatever you'd like. We actually have a menu of services here. You can take your choice. It makes it so much easier if you'll do it that way, rather than quoting whatever price you have. Now, again, if you followed me for a while, you know my inner circle members, the agents that I coach, we have boatloads of them getting a 7% fee in the face of discounting commissions, 4%, 5%. You know, I'll hear all the time, Greg, in my area, 5% is the norm, and we'll start getting 7. There is no norm. If you are a commodity real estate agent, you've actually been replaced for $1,000 to put it on the MLS, right? If you're different, if what you provide is different, you won't have that problem because you create value. As an example, this is a $700 shirt. It's a $700 shirt to me. Trust me, you might be one of those that are like, man, it looks like $30 to me. I wouldn't pay. I paid it. It's important to me. So you have to look at the service that you provide and can you create more value than the other agents can provide. So in doing so, we can then give them what's called a menu of services. And I want you to write that down. So here's how it works. Let's call it the silver, gold, and platinum package. Okay, so they've got 3 choices. They can go with the silver, gold, or platinum package. If you go with silver, you'll get this, 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 and this. If you go with gold, you'll get this, and this. And if you go with the platinum package, you get all of those things, this, and this. And you also get this. Everything you've ever bought, even if it's a software program that you're buying, they have this much, or they have all of that plus this much, or they have all of that plus that much plus all of this. Now here's what you do. You can price that at whatever number makes sense to you. 5.5, 6, 6.5. You can price it at 5, 6, 7. You can price it at 5 3/4, 6%, 6.5. You can do it at 6, 6.5, 7. Whatever you decide, you can now relieve all sales pressure when it comes to commission. And they say, well, okay, this all looks great and we love what you do, but what do you charge? Whatever you'd like. Here's our menu of services. You choose what's best for you. Now, let me show you the psychology around this. Most people in the United States are only deciding between middle of the road and the best. That's the only two they're thinking about. Middle of the road or their best option. So as an example, if I go to Home Depot and I need to buy a cordless drill, if I do that, I see they have a $29 drill, a $59 drill, and a $79 drill. I'm only deciding between $59 and $79. I'm not buying the $29 because I know it's probably going to break when I take it out of the package. It's cheap. Most people don't want to be associated with cheap. So I'm looking at, is middle of the road good enough for my needs, or do I need the extra battery, the extra power, the extra torque, whatever you'd be looking for in a cordless drill? Most people will go middle. Some will always go premium. Somebody like myself, I'm always taking the premium. If I'm joining up in a coaching program, whatever's the best they've got. If there's hotel rooms available, whatever's the best one you have. That's just the type of person that I've become, and it's a direct reflection on who I see myself as a person. You already know if you're working in the luxury market, they won't buy cheap stuff. They wouldn't be caught dead with a 4% realty sign in their yard. What would the neighbors think, right? They'll buy a purse for 10 grand because of the logos on the outside of it, not because of the utility that it carries their chapstick. Does that make sense? So what you're doing in all price ranges, low end, high end, whatever, I would recommend, let's say your normal is 6% fee, okay? You go 5, 6, 7. Because now everybody's going to take at least 6, but some of them want the premium service. They want the 3D dollhouse tour, the tour of homes, the open house, whatever you're doing that way, the drone video, all of that stuff. Now what happens is you're creating a yes or yes option. Does that make sense? So when you meet with your homeowner, you're creating a yes or yes option. I teach this to a lot of the agents that I coach, and we walk them through, here's how you generate the leads, but here's how you convert the leads. And actually, I'll make a quick offer for you. If this is the type of thing you're interested in, I can give you more details on this. You can go to a quick website and register for a webinar that I have coming up where I'll give you some details on it. It's blueprintforclosings.com. I'll actually show you the blueprint for closings.com. If one of you watching can type that in, I'm using my cell phone here, so if you could type it in, that's always helpful for everybody so that they can click on it. But again, blueprintforclosings.com, you can register for that. Anyway, what were we talking about? The menu of services itself. Whatever your normal price is, put that in as the gold package. Again, silver, gold, and platinum. Put that in as the gold package because sometimes they'll take a little cheaper, but most generally it's going to be the middle or the higher option. And you never have to negotiate on commission again. Here's why. Well, RE/MAX said they do it at 5%. Yeah, we can do 5%. We'll put it on the MLS. We'll throw a sign in the yard. We'll have a little prayer session together, and we'll just wait. You'll go 5 months. You'll get a low ball up. Like, we can do that too. Right? If you just want a commodity agent. Now, if you want to sell your home for more money, if you'd like to net more from the sale of your home, here's all of the stuff we do that they do not do. Does that make sense? So very simple approach that we utilize there. Now, again, when you slide that across, it eliminates all of that sales pressure that we would customarily have, and man, does it make a difference because it's a yes or yes option. Now, here's how you negotiate. Let me give you a negotiation tip here as well. Here's how you negotiate. they say, wow, this all sounds good, and man, that platinum package that you have there, that's by far the best we've seen. We've interviewed 4 agents, and we absolutely love that, but we just couldn't fathom paying 7%. You know, there's just no way we could do that. We don't have enough equity. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. And you want to make this truthful, by the way. But whatever your deadline is coming up for one of the marketing campaigns you have, I don't care if it's a print ad, if your part-time assistant is here tomorrow and she loads everything on the internet, you want to use a deadline, and here's what you'll do. You'll say, I'll tell you what, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if you guys are truly ready to list your home now, and I know that's not everybody. You may want to think about it, sleep on it, whatever. I know that's the case. But if you are truly ready to list your home right now, my deadline for the advertising and print here, these 2 prints, is actually tomorrow morning. So I need to get all of this done. If you're truly ready, and I don't want to push you by any means, but if you're ready to sign today, I'm going to give you a big benefit. I'll give you that platinum program at the gold price. So you'll actually get the 7% service at the 6% fee. Now, I can only promise you that. I can do that if you're ready to sign now. If you want to sleep on it, that's fine. I'll leave the menu of services with you. You can choose whichever one you want. Do you see what just happened there? There's no sales pressure. We're not putting the screws on them. We're not doing like, oh my gosh, you better hurry up and get it. But if I can do that in a truthful manner, because honesty and integrity is most important, this is what will make all the difference in the world for you. Now, if you start to use this approach, now, we already know, when I push this online, everybody, well, I've been selling real estate 30 years and that's the stupidest thing I've ever. We are making millions of dollars from this. The agents that I work with, it is uncontested. It is absolutely a better approach. And when they look at how many deals they closed over the last 12 months and what their average commission was, and how many they've done this 12 months and their average commission being that much higher, it's absolute proof that it's the best way to go. I actually give templates to all of our coaching members on here's the menu of services, here's the things I recommend in each one. It's a Word doc, so you can change it up or do whatever you need to do that way. But I think you'll find it very, very helpful. I've got a coaching call coming up here soon. So that is a really cool way for you to start eliminating all of the sales pressure you customarily have and just give the seller an option. They can have whatever they want. They're not going to take the cheapest thing on the menu. They're not. It's not the type. You're dealing with a homeowner. You're not dealing with someone that's that tight of a budget where when they go to Applebee's, they say, okay, I need just something under the $9 menu. No, they get what they want. So if you build enough value, you see they will work with you. They're going to love this approach. I'm going to be teaching more on this very soon. If you go to blueprintforclosings.com, I believe a few people have typed that in there, so you can go ahead and click on it. Register for that webinar. Here's the thing. I don't do replays and send it to you, and I'm sorry I missed the first one. If you register, commit to yourself you're going to show up. Set an alarm on your cell phone that you're going to show up. I think you're going to find that when you go about your real estate business the right way, that's another $10,000 deal, another $8,000 deal, another $12,000 deal. We get them all. If you do what you're supposed to do, you'll secure a lot more of the appointments that you go on. I hope that's helpful for you. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. I'd love to speak with you. You can send us a message here, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Send us a message. We always reply. I'd love to help you with growing your real estate business. Hopefully this has been of service to you, and we'll plan on talking to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video, and listen, we've got a lot more information for you to help you with growing your real estate business. We load new videos nearly every day, and I want you to have access. So you got to do 2 important things. It's both totally free. Number 1, I want you to subscribe to this channel. You'll see the little subscribe button for you to click. If you don't have an account with YouTube, set it up. It's totally free. You got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important factor, you got to ring the bell. Right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a little bell to turn on notifications. That will let you know every time I load a new money-making video to help you with growing your real estate business. Subscribe and make sure you ring the bell. We'll see you in the next video.